BIM provides a lot of advantages. I will just give few of them. So the first one that comes to mind when we think of BIM is BIM. The first approach is BIM is a 3D model. BIM is not only a 3D model, but when we think that BIM can be a 3D model, it means that by building in 3 dimensions instead of 2, we can firstly anticipate some potential mistakes or avoid some collisions, and then reduce these potential collisions in the construction time. So this is I would say the most obvious advantages of BIM model. The second advantages that I see is that it provides transparency for everybody. So then you will have access to a lot of information all around the process of construction, from the design up to the construction. There will be information if materials were substituted, for example, for other material than the one that were in the specifications. A third advantage that I would say is the time saving. BIM helps to save time in the phase of design, or in the phase after of logistics construction, I would say, by bringing the right material expected at the right moment on the right place. I would say a fourth material, it will bring more performance to the building, and this is something very important. BIM helps to move from an approach that is linked to the material up to a solution approach, more oriented to the performance. I will explain. For instance, when you use a standard design of a partition, you will choose plasterboard, you will choose glass wool inside your partition. Tomorrow with BIM, you will not choose the material, you will choose the partition, and you will choose the partition based on its performance. What is the acoustic performance of your partition? Is it a fire resistance performance? And all this is possible thanks to BIM. These are few examples that I'm giving you about all the advantages that BIM is providing to the future of construction. We have a lot of initiatives in BIM. The first one, I would say, is our BIM library. We have today the biggest library available on the market. We have more than 700 models that are available, and this library is open to everybody. You can download it for free without registration on our website. In the frame of digitalization of the construction, we also have our new website, which is called the Hub, on which you can find all the tools that you will need during the construction process. So on this Hub, you will find the documentation, you will find our BIM library, you will find examples, and also you will find some online calculators. These online calculators are also some initiatives that we have where you can calculate the performance of a solution, where you can also calculate the bill of material that you will need for your building. And also you asked me about the data transfer. So it is something that we will present during the BIM forum. It's something new that we are currently developing. Indeed, we have developed with some partnership a project that helps the data to go directly from the producer, from us to the designer. So this is something that we will present today during the BIM forum. It will pull data from architect model, and it helps to have some configuration of complex solutions. BIM adoption in Russia is still starting, I would say. The major companies, the major developers, they use BIM. Okay, this is for sure. They have strong teams, but BIM is still not widely used. There was an estimation, I think, that only 10% of developers use BIM. So the major one use, but not everybody use it. Also, the people that use BIM today, it's more for the design phase. But BIM provides advantages for the whole period of the construction phase. So today we use it for design. Tomorrow the goal is to use it also up to the construction site. So there is still a huge potential of development. For sure, the law that the government is, the new decree of the government will enforce the use of BIM, but still there is still a huge potential for it. Yes, some other countries are a bit more advanced in the use of BIM. I would say the leaders are the USA and the UK, the United Kingdom, that are clearly today the leader. They have clear norms, they have clear documentations. BIM is required for all projects since 2016 in the UK. So they are much more advanced. So clearly, by looking at what USA or the UK have done during the last years, will definitely help and by bringing all this. So yes, I think we can definitely learn. We can, when you say what mistakes can be avoided, we need some regulation for sure, but probably not too much regulation. So by looking at how these countries have launched, definitely we can avoid mistakes. Among the advantages I mentioned about BIM, there is the transparency. So information will be widely available. We can imagine to have a dashboard for each project where we can see the status, the exact status of the project, where we can see the exact material that was used for the project in reality, not the specified one, but the real one used, where you can have a clear information immediately about the cost and the deviation in cost of the building. So for the investor, it will bring for sure a lot of transparency. So that's the first point. The second point is for the investor and also the end user, the BIM model helps to improve the quality. As I explained also, thanks to BIM, we can go from a model based on materials to a model based on solutions and performance. And all this will bring more quality to the building, which is also a lot of interest for the end user and for the investors. So these are the advantages I can say for investors thanks to BIM.